Guess my surprise when I came home tonight and I found this in the mail, in this little tiny box that arrived on my porch in this box. This is from Wii Tactics. That's the brand name, and xhandle.com is where you can find them. This is marked down to $20 right now, $19.99 I think it is. The MT-28P is what they're calling this. Now, those of you who keep up with multi-tools know that this is very familiar to some other multi-tools from Nextool, and I think some other brands, maybe Fliss and so forth. Several of these have used this general platform, but this is brand new. This is really, really different, and so is this right here on the back. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, on the sides, we have almost a snowflake skeletal pattern. Not sure why we need these dots right here. This character, I'm sure, means something. It says one more option. I don't know what that means, but I guess it just means this is something else you can use, I guess. A little different. Then we have these 4mm bits on the bottom, which is sort of cool, almost like an integrated bit holder. I do like that. Then there is also this Gerber-like style locking system. Now inside there is the knife right here. There is a set of scissors. We will check into that. There is the SIM card ejector. I'm not a huge fan of how this sits right here, but it will be very useful to some people overseas. And then there is this bit driver. Now, this bit driver on the Wii Tactics multi-tool does work with the 4mm bit kits from Roxxon, or if you use the ones from Nextool. Both of these tool companies sell 4mm bit kits, but they do have a pretty nice array of bits on the bottom. Flat bits, there is the SL1.5, the T6, PH00, and the H3 there at the bottom. I really like the design of this bit driver. I know some of you will hate these open gaps on it, but I do think that it looks pretty nice, and I have been using the GHK version that I showed a couple weeks ago, I think it was now, and I love that. Really, really nice. Now, we will get to some negatives, but let's go ahead and talk about the scissors. I don't hold huge high hopes for these. I can't remember how good these are. Again, I have used a system similar to this in the past. Yeah. So they're okay for tiny scissors. They're not great. They're nothing like a Roxxon or a Nextool. But if you really hold the scissors close together, they actually do slice through paracord. I don't think we need to do any further tests because I don't think they're good enough to warrant that. So perhaps we should address some of the negatives about this tool. Some of you have mentioned that this platform is really, really bad, that it fell apart on you, that it did not work very good at all. Nextool used this platform. There have been some other, as I mentioned, off-brand. I think Byberry, maybe Felissa used it. And now we have Wii Tactics selling this version, which has different tools, but it's the same operating principle. Now, I have never had issues. I just want to mention that. I haven't personally, but I know some people have mentioned that. All right, so let's go on, talk about some positives again. One of the cool things is I actually had a Gerber MP400 that the knife blade had broken, and I use this blade. You can see right there, the same blade, and you can go ahead and put that in your Gerber and it actually works. Really, really cool. So very similar operating mechanism right there. Now with the bit driver, I think the pliers would get in the way, or that would be amazing to put that in a Gerber, but unfortunately I think the pliers would get in the way. And the MP400, the MP600 with the special, what's that called? The spike. That might be a possibility, but I'd have to look into that. Pretty neat. All right, one of the other things I wanted to mention is look at this. So this is the GHK that I have loved to carry. This is this bit driver. And now we have the Wii Tactics right there, almost like a smaller version. 1/4 inch, and this is the 4mm. I really like the way some of these Chinese companies are going. I don't know like this. I don't know if this is the best platform, but I really, really like this tactical looking bit driver and pretty excited about that. This is very minimal to put in your pocket, a fantastic tool. I really think it is. I think this came in around $30. This one comes in about $10 less at $20. Really great looking tools, and I'll have to test this one out, maybe carry this with me at work. I guess the one thing that is a little annoying is there's no pocket clip. I just noticed that. I really like the pocket clip on this, but it is smaller. I wonder if those bits will get in the way. I'll probably go ahead and add a pocket clip right here. All right, so here we go. I have a whole drawer full of pocket clips for multi-tools. I think I bought like 10 or 20 of these on Amazon for, I don't know, like 50 cents each, something like that or less. But this is probably how I will try to wear this, put this in my work pants right here like so. So it's fairly easily accessible, and then that will be really good to use at work for a quick bit driver. Very cool. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I did want to mention with this Wii Tactics, I was very leery of this company. I've been a little bit leery to share with you guys because some of the things they have seem to be fairly nice, but I never ordered from the company. And I think this tool did actually get here in about less than 2 weeks, I think, week and a half maybe. So they did seem to ship fairly quickly. Really appreciate that. And so far, a very positive buying experience.